The multimedia debate surrounding the series has been going on ever since the first Sonic movie. It might have been around longer than that, but it's definitely expanded since the first Sonic movie back in 2020. Banger of a movie that was. Many people in this community have been for or against this series going full on multimedia. And even though a black man's opinion doesn't amount for shit nowadays, I thought I'd give my 2 cents about this multimedia topic surrounding the series. So first and foremost, I'd like to say that I'm not against Sega putting more effort into the multimedia, i.e. the comics, movies, TV shows, and whatever they can slap this rodent on. Sonic, without question, is their biggest franchise. So big that some people forget that Sega has other IPs. What the fuck is a monkey ball? Damn, this new Jet Set radio game is looking neat. And while Sonic is a video game franchise, this series doesn't need to stick to just that. Think of it from a business point of view. Why wouldn't you try and branch out your biggest and most successful franchise to other forms of media? Comic books, TV shows, movies, concerts, and more. Doing this brings in old and new eyes to the series in many ways, growing the franchise with each new inclusion of these forms of media. And of course, you earn more money that way. I mean, who in their right mind doesn't want to earn more money? This isn't anything new for the series either. Ever since the early days of this series' lifespan, there's been these forms of media Sega has capitalized on. However, back then, stuff like the TV shows and comics were more side content compared to the main course Sega focused on, which would be the games. If I were to compare that to now, I can't confidently say it's the same in this case. And this is where my concern of the multimedia starts to rise. No matter how you want to twist it, this series is known as a video game series among the general public. But as of late, Sega has been putting out some games that have making a lot of people, including myself, want to twist their head a solid 180 degrees. And because of Sega's lack of competence and false promises over the last 5-10 years of trying to make good Sonic games, they took a good solid look at their options and decided to put all their eggs into this multimedia sized basket. By doing this, even if the games flop harder than the Steve Aoki Sonic concert, so long as the multimedia is thriving, they can safely say that this series is doing great for itself. Begrudgingly, I have to admit this is a smart business move on Sega's part. While this is a smart move, as someone who cares about the games more, this shit sucks. I say that because we're likely heading in a direction where Sega is going to put their main focus, on the multimedia rather than on the games. Think about it. The movies are doing fucking wonders for this series right now. I'd go as far to say that if it wasn't for a Sonic movie franchise right now, this series would be in the same ditch it's found itself in multiple times over the years. Deadass, imagine if the first Sonic movie never existed in 2020. It would have been depressing. Why wouldn't Sega put more effort into it to the point where it's the biggest and most financial part of the series? And if the games just keep flopping, then this will just give them more of a reason to lean into that multimedia success. Again, it's a smart business move on their part. But you know what would be even smarter? Getting your shit together and making good Sonic games. Myself and probably a lot of you watching favor the games more than anything else when it comes to this series. I think I can speak for you guys when I say it's really frustrating when everything else about this series is thriving while the games are sinking below the depths of Hydro City. Now don't get it twisted, I'm grateful for all this other content that the series is providing me. I remember having a big ass smile on my face when I was watching the first Sonic movie back in 2020. I remember buying my first Sonic IDW comic and being immediately snatched up by the characters, the plot, pretty much everything it presented to me. But a great movie, a great comic book, even Sonic themed socks do not serve as a replacement for a below average game. I find it crazy how people can just voice their displeasure about how the games are nowadays, but you always have those group of select people saying, "Why are you complaining? We got a new comic book coming out, dude. We're eating good right now." This should go without saying, but a comic book and a video game are two different things. I know nerds like them, but these are two different things. So to say a person shouldn't be upset about the games being handled and they should just read the most recent comic issue as some form of replacement for such mediocre games, I think is ridiculous. I'm sure Zelda fans would be doing cartwheels if Nintendo announced that Breath of the Wild 2 is cancelled, but to make up for that, they'll be releasing a 6-chapter manga about it. I honestly do not like this mindset some people in this community have. Like, keep that shit away from me, bro. To me, this is still a gaming series, and no amount of comics or merch will ever change my stance that I care more about the games, this series, this company, this team provides to me. So Sega, if you are going to go more deeper into this multimedia aspect of this series, please make an effort to ensure that the games are coming out as hot and as great as they can be. That goes double for Frontiers, considering that there's a lot of pressure on that game right now. So these are my thoughts on the Sonic multimedia topic. What do you think about Sonic being multimedia? Do you enjoy it, like it, hate it? Tell me in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.